Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. As always, we want to thank all of our fans, our sponsors, our patrons. We appreciate all of your guys' support. Everyone that's bought us a cup of coffee, been greatly appreciated. We've had a rough couple of weeks here in the family, been out of work for a week and a half, coming up on 2 weeks, thanks to our old friend COVID running through us. I don't want to take up a whole lot of time with the usual spiel, so all of you guys that are interested in what's going on with Sin City Living and what we plan on doing in the future with our live streams and upcoming events, please stick around to the end of the video or skip to the end of the video and watch. I will put most of that stuff in the ending spiel, and I will try and update it every week or two with more news. Otherwise, that being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into today's video. Welcome back, everybody. For this video, this is going to be an episode of Crossfire, or the Fire of Crosses. And we want to talk about masks.
Oh yeah, they just came off.
And the fact that they're gone. Yeah. No more masks in Nevada. The governor made the announcement, was it Friday? Friday morning?
Thursday morning at 10 a.m. was when he held the conference. Thursday morning.
Pretty much as soon as he said it, there were, I don't know about the other casinos, but within the one I work at, there was an announcement made pretty much immediately, and they came flying off like a prom dress.
By 11 o'clock at where I work at, yeah, they're gone.
Yeah. Now, obviously people can still wear them if they want, and every casino still has them available.
Right.
I would say, I was surprised, I figured it was going to be half, but it's about a third of the staff still wears them.
Yeah.
And just like some have been wearing gloves. I'll tell you the one thing that absolutely cracks me up. The people that through the last year or so have worn one glove.
What?
Yeah. I've seen quite a few people that have done that. They've worn one glove.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes absolutely zero sense whatsoever.
That's why it's good wearing the mask under the nose or under the chin.
Which some of the people still wearing masks spend half their time pulling it off or tucking it on their chin. So why in the hell are you still wearing a mask in maroon? But I've been watching too much Looney Tunes. Maroons. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll admit that I thought about keeping my mask on because I wanted to make sure I broke the habit of mouthing stuff under my breath that nobody could see. But yeah, exactly. With the mask on, it was here you go, you fucking moron. But no, I went ahead and took my mask off pretty much right away, and that's what most people did. Although I will tell you, the deciding factor for me in taking the mask off was about 2 months ago, where I work, it switched providers and switched to a different mask, and I didn't like the new ones. Luckily, I had kind of a back stock of spares. But I was down to maybe 4 extras when they got rid of the mask mandates. So that was probably the deciding factor. If they were still using the ones that were really comfortable that I really liked, I probably would have kept it for at least a week or two until I broke the habit of saying things that I probably shouldn't say. Plus, getting used to smiling again. I definitely learned the trick of just crinkle your eyes. I mean, that's right? Yeah, that's all I learned. And it's weird. It is weird how when the mask came off, I actually had difficulty recognizing some people.
Yeah, so the thing was, some places were still hiring people. So when the place I got hired at, I started there without the mask, and then a month after I started working there, then they put the mask mandate came back into effect. But people were still, there was like another group that got hired, and so when they came in, the masks were in full effect. So now that the masks are gone, I'm like,
yeah, who is this knucklehead?
Who are you? Like, I don't know you. And I'm sure it's the same with you guys too.
Well, yeah, I mean some new people, but it's just I've gotten so used to looking at the eyes, and it's also real weird how with the masks on and then they take them off, some people look very different than
100%.
than you would expect. I mean, I got to admit, I've seen a few people that the last year was like, hey, who's that? And then the mask come off, and it's like, what the hell's that?
I like the ones where they're wearing the mask. They take it out. You're old. Like,
Yes,
you're old.
yes. There's been a few of
Put your
those.
mask on. You're a little too
Absolutely.
old. Put it back on. Or like, oh my god, you have facial hair.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's it. Absolutely. They take their mask off, and you're like, holy cow, that is not what I expected.
Right. Or some people are baby faced.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're just not what you'd expect.
Not even close. Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah.
It is definitely creepy. And plus now I can go back to kind of making a guess to people's ages. I mean, there were a couple times where I ID'd somebody, and when they kind of rolled their eyes, and then they gave me their ID, and they were like 54, and I'm like, dude, you're wearing a beanie, sunglasses, and a mask. How on earth am I supposed to be able to make a guess how old you are by the eighth of a square inch, 1/8 square inch of skin that I can see at the corner?
Right.
I mean, come on.
You can't tell how old I am. Like,
Yeah,
no, I
it's
can't.
big old sunglasses, a beanie down to here.
All right.
I'm like, no, I can't. My bad.
I'm gonna take a guess. You're somewhere between 20
Born and dead.
Yeah, between alive and dead. Right?
Yeah, he's somewhere between birth and death. I mean, so, now at least now I go. Although I did get really good at judging based on hands. You know, I started looking at hands a lot
You
more.
can tell who's older by their hands for sure.
Yeah.
If they got the wrinklies, oh yeah, like you're old.
Yeah, you
old.
can definitely tell by the hands and the wrists. Now,
The neck too.
Yes.
The neck.
Because even if they are surgically altered to look younger,
can't surgically alter that neck.
you can tell by the neck.
Was that one song? Wu-Tang Protect Your Neck.
And something he mentioned too, the mask mandate went away once before and came back. It went away right before 4th of July, and then there was a big surge afterwards, and it came back.
Yeah.
Now, this time around, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen for two reasons. I do believe there's going to be a surge. I do believe there's going to be a Super Bowl surge. Just like, I hate to say it, but there was a rodeo surge. There's a bad rodeo surge. After the National Finals rodeo in early December, there was a really bad surge. Not necessarily statewide, but definitely within the casino, especially the ones that had a lot of cowboys. Because you just had masses and masses and masses of people that were also coming from a state where they did not wear masks and are very, I'm free to do what I want, so they were extremely resistant to it. So what ended up happening was there was this massive surge afterward in late December, early January.
Yeah.
That's when I went down, my whole family went down. And
I went down.
I would say from what I saw within just the small area I work, it was almost 50%. Now, keep in mind how many people are asymptomatic, and you gotta wonder exactly. So there was definitely a big surge. Now, that leads into part of why I don't think that the masks are going to come back. One, we were all wearing masks. So yes, they were resistant to it. They all had their masks down, but the science really has shown that the masks are not super effective unless you're getting the really high end. But the typical masks that people wear are not super effective for blocking it out. And the second reason, the biggest reason that I think the mask mandate is absolutely not coming back, the end of this year is an election year, and not saying anything, the masks should not be in any way, shape, or form political. But there is a lot of fatigue over these restrictions. They don't care about political party anymore. They just care about these restrictions. So to try and get reelected, it's going to be very difficult if they bring back the mask. People are going to vote for whoever promises them that there's not going to be any more restrictions on any more pandemic or protocol restrictions. So
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
that's the fact that this is an election year.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get rid of it now, so they have about 9 months of damage control to try and get people to forget and maybe spin it as a positive. Once people get out of it, they'll be grateful after a couple months, and they're hoping to ride that high. If they try to get rid of it, say a month before the elections, people will still be very, very bitter and very, 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 very tired and over it. So that's the biggest reason I don't think it come back. Because if it comes back, people are going to be furious.
100%, I agree. I mean, it's gonna suck.
But I am very, very happy to have the mask mandates gone, and for the simple reason that 95% of the difficulties that I've had over the last year and a half dealt with the masks. The difficult players, the aggressive players, the players that security has had to remove, 95% easily or more has dealt with not wearing masks. And it wasn't my rule, it wasn't the casino's rule, it was the governor's rule and gaming.
Right.
And now with that gone,
that removes a lot of the headaches that we've had. And here is something funny, and I noticed this the last time the mask mandate went away. You've got somebody that every day, they come in and play every day.
Yeah.
And every single day, every 2 minutes, pull your mask up over your nose, pull your mask up over your nose, pull your mask up over your nose, pull your mask up over your nose. If you don't pull your mask up, you're not going to be allowed to play. And every single day, every day for almost 2 years. When the mask mandate went away, they came in wearing a mask over their nose and kept it over their nose the entire time. And that's the second time I've seen that with easily a half a dozen players, half a dozen regulars that were constant mask issues. As soon as there's no mandate, and this happened last year at the 4th of July when the mandate went away, as soon as there's no mandate, all of a sudden they're still wearing masks and they're actually wearing them properly.
Right.
It's just some people just have to be contrary. Some people just have to be difficult. Whatever everyone else is doing, they need to do the opposite. There's no other explanation for it whatsoever.
They're nonconformists. That's why.
It's just they just have to be contrary. I mean, I have no other explanation for it but that.
People are dumb.
Okay, that's the other explanation for it. Yeah.
I don't want to do it if he's doing it. I don't want to do it if he's doing it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, now we don't have to wear it. Well, I'm still wearing it because you guys should be wearing masks. I mean,
yeah, it's like, well, you didn't have your mask on in the first place.
I know, for the last year. And then you argue in the other direction.
Right.
Some people just like to have a soapbox they can put themselves on.
They want to argue just for the sake of arguing.
But yeah, no more masks, people. No more masks. No more restrictions. I mean, actually, over Super Bowl, we just had the first time in a long time where we had literally a full table, 8 players per side.
Oh.
Which means players standing behind other players that were actually playing at the table. They just, when they were ready to bet, they had to squeeze in. Otherwise, they stepped back and were behind the other players.
Vegas is booming again, man. Right as soon as the masks came off, I worked day shift. The same day the mask came off, people were in. It was packed. It was a packed house. Like I said, masks were off by 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. They were gone. Nobody wearing masks. I started at 12. We did not go dead at all. As a matter of fact, every table was full. People weren't wearing masks anymore. It was insane. And then Super Bowl weekend, masks, forget it. I worked a 12-hour shift on Super Bowl Sunday. Nobody's wearing masks. It was booming. Vegas is booming again. Everything is back up. Like I said, some places,
back to normal.
Yeah, it's back to normal. Some places they have the right, and they may even enforce wearing masks if you want to go in their establishment. But where we work at in the casino industry, they don't care.
Yeah,
masks are gone. They're gone.
Yep.
Come on in.
The casinos, the mask mandates are absolutely gone. You can still wear them if you want.
Right.
And I tell you, I've come very, 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 very close to having players removed that were harassing the staff that still wanted to wear masks. Because again, this should not be political.
Right.
And I don't care what your opinions are. You're not going to harass the staff that makes a choice to wear them.
Right.
So I've come very, very, very close, but they straightened themselves out right before security was going to get involved with them.
Why would you harass somebody else before wearing a mask?
It's the people coming from the States or people that have made it political.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one thing that Louis mentioned, that some businesses, obviously not the casinos because they're going to want to welcome everybody, but some businesses, some of the smaller businesses, if you come visit Vegas and you go around, I don't know, get your hair cut or go to a convenience store or something, some businesses may still require you to wear a mask. And again, this isn't political. So either, wear a mask or go somewhere else.
Right.
Causing a fit, causing a fuss, throwing a fit, throwing a little temper tantrum, it's not going to do anything. And it's also not your right. It is 100% their right to ask you to still wear a mask. If you don't like it, I still keep 3 masks in my car.
Yes.
Just in case I go somewhere and then they want us to wear masks.
Right.
No problem. That's your choice. Absolutely. I have the choice to either be in here or not. And I'm certainly not going to leave because you want me to wear a mask. Like you have every right to. It's certainly not infringing upon my liberties or anything. I mean, it's it's such a very minor thing. They're not uncomfortable. Yes, you can breathe through them. Those people, I can't breathe. The last couple of years, I can't breathe. Man, that surgeon that did that heart surgery for a buddy of mine for 12 freaking hours would beg to differ or just say that this player is very, very dramatic because they, obviously did very, very precise surgery while wearing a mask. So they managed to breathe just fine for 12 hours under
Right.
extreme stress. So all these people, I can't breathe. Yeah, whatever. You know, yeah, the Oscar for best dramatic performance goes to.
Not them.
So
Not
yeah,
them.
yeah, definitely not. It could go towards my puppy sometimes.
Yeah.
You got anything else on masks?
No, not really. I'm just glad they're gone. I mean,
Yes.
like I said, you have the right to wear them. You have the right to not wear them. Doesn't affect me none. If you want to wear them, wear them. If you don't want to wear them, don't wear them. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not going to wear them unless I need to. Like if I go somewhere. I'm just happy to have the option.
Well, it is options. All right, everybody. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you find it interesting, enlightening, illuminating, or at least just plain fun. And we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye now.
Okay, everybody, and as promised, all the usual blah blah that I try and do at the beginning of the video, we're going to go ahead and put near the end of the video. And here we go. So thank you, everybody, for your usual patronage. All of you that are patrons of ours, we very, very much appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who's been buying us a cup of coffee. Love to say it's going to coffee right now, but this month with the entire family out for COVID, it's honestly going to Bill's and probably the kid's birthday in a week. But we definitely appreciate it. We're going to continue working on these live streams. I know you guys have seen some of them popping up. Just got to figure out the look of it, and some of the audio is still giving me issues. But hopefully we'll be getting those live streams and the craps tournaments going as soon as possible. Really just going to depend on scheduling. My schedule changed, Amy's schedule changed, kids' school schedule is fun. So once we figure out exactly how all those schedules are going to work, we'll let everybody know. And otherwise, please continue emailing us with anything you would like to see videoed. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.